Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Citizen Live at 1. I am Terry Ann Chibet. Now, Kenya Airways will from midnight officially stop its flights to Sierra Leone and Liberia following a government order. This happens as the Cameroon government closes down its border with Nigeria to prevent spread of the Ebola virus. Meanwhile, the Liberian government confirms that 17 suspected Ebola patients who fled a health center following an attack remain missing.
It's now official. Kenya Airways will officially stop its flights to the worst-hit countries of Sierra Leone and Liberia from midnight, even as it expands screening measures within to keep the Ebola virus at bay. Internationally, the Liberian government has today confirmed that the 17 suspected Ebola patients are indeed missing after a health center in the capital was attacked. The government had previously denied they were missing, saying all patients had been moved to another facility. The Ebola outbreak, which has spread from Guinea to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria, has killed at least 1,145 people. The World Health Organization has since called for exit screenings on all travelers from affected countries, insisting on checks at airports, seaports, and major land crossings. Several airlines have already stopped flying to the 3 affected countries. Elsewhere, Cameroon has closed all its land, sea, and air borders with Nigeria in a move to help prevent the spread of the Ebola virus. The government spokesman has confirmed no cases of Ebola have been recorded so far in Cameroon, which shares a 2,000-kilometer-long border with Nigeria, where the virus has claimed 4 lives, with about a dozen people infected. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa is the world's deadliest to date. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen Live at 1.
Now, the referendum debate continues to elicit mixed reactions as cracks emerge among governors ahead of the referendum launch. Now, while the bulk of the governors seem to be for it, others have been accused of using their numbers in an unworthy cause. This even as 2,200 members of the county assemblies from the 47 devolved units are expected in Nairobi over the weekend to take a stand on the twin referendum push spearheaded by the governors and the Okoa Kenya movement.
I want to tell you one thing. The referendum debate does not seem to be dying down, with the political divide pulling on different sides. The latest supporter of the move is Baringo Central Member of Parliament Sami Mwaita. The legislator declared his support for the referendum if at all the referendum is for issues that are substantive and where MCAs are entrusted with funds for faster development in the ward level.
Kati ya ile maswali tungetaka iwekwe kwa hiyo referendum ni kuuliza wana Kenya, wapiga kura wa Kenya, kama wangekubali pesa ya devolution iletwe mpaka ward level, iwe ikiongozwa na MCA, vile mbunge anasimamia CDF.
But some of the county assembly members yesterday seem to have made up their mind on the proposed changes of the constitution, with Nyandarua County Assembly members accusing the governors of deceit. Amendments to the constitution through the popular initiative vote must be supported by at least 24 county assemblies out of the 47, and either the National Assembly or the Senate before the electorate can vote on the proposed changes. Meanwhile, the MP has also faulted the governors who are against the formation of county development boards.
And any governor who is refusing to accept formation of county development boards seems to be guilty of something. They are hiding something. Why should you hide for other leaders to know what you are doing?
The Baringo legislator asked governors to relax the position of the formation of the county development board, saying the board will enhance efficient use of resources. Willis Ravuru, Citizen.
Now, the Senate Committee on Lands is currently meeting officials from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission over the row over Konza Techno City's location. Leaders from both Makueni and Machakos have asked Lands Cabinet Secretary Charity Ngilu to clear the air over the location. Now, Jackie Maribe joins us live from the Senate at the KICC. Jackie, good afternoon. I understand that CS Charity Ngilu did not actually attend the meeting. Do let us in on who exactly has been there and the events as unfolded this morning.
Indeed, Terian, and behind me is the KICC, where at the fourth floor of this building, we were expecting Lands Cabinet Secretary Charity Ngilu to appear before the Senate Committee on Lands, but she did not come today. She says that she had other duties assigned to her today, and therefore she will come at a later date. But the committee has been meeting with the IEBC on matters delimitation of the boundaries that have pitted the row over Konza Techno City's location. Now, Makueni County and Machakos County leaders both say that Konza Techno City belongs to their counties. And this is an issue that Terian, since last year, has still not been resolved. Leaders, as you are saying, from both these counties have urged the Lands Cabinet Secretary to, as fast as possible, find a resolve to this issue so that they can fast-track the development of Konza Techno City. Now, Vice Chair of the IEBC, Lilian Mahiri Zaja, has led officials to this meeting today, and they are saying that they only were able to carry out the delimitation of this boundary over a survey for that was previously given to them, and therefore they did not go physically to the area to see where exactly Konza City would lie. And therefore this is one of the issues that is bringing, of course, all these questions. Is Konza Techno City in Makueni County or in Machakos County? Now, political leaders have in the past weeks been able to come together, leaders from Makueni, of course, coming together saying that they will try to find a resolve through the Land CS and also through the president. Of course, leaders from Machakos County as well and from Kajiado. So this is an issue that they are all trying to get a fast resolve to, so that the development of Konza Techno City can take off and as soon as possible, Terry. And we will be able to bring you up to speed with the developments as they go on. But in the next 2 weeks, we do expect Ngilu and the Director of Physical Survey to appear before this committee to give answers to this question, Terry.
Jackie, thank you very much for that update. Jackie Maribe coming to us live from the Senate at the KICC. Now, police in Nyeri are investigating a suspected arson attack in a residential estate which killed a student of the Dedan Kimathi University of Technology. The student suffered severe burns while sleeping in his bed-sitter at Kamakwa Estate following the early morning fire and died while undergoing treatment at a nearby private hospital. Michael Njenga brings us that report.
Students at the Dedan Kimathi University of Technology in Nyeri woke up to shocking news that one of their own, Dennis Jega, had been seriously burnt inside his house after unknown persons allegedly set his room ablaze while he was sleeping. The fourth-year student, who was to start his final exams today, was rushed to a nearby private hospital by Good Samaritans but died while undergoing treatment. His neighbor Evans Mushumbe says he received the shocking news of the fire tragedy at around 4:30 a.m. while at his place, but when he rushed to the scene of the fire, the damage had already been done.
Hii incident imekuwa asubuhi kitu kuanzia saa 10 ndio imefanyika, lakini sasa hatukuwa tunajua chanzo ya moto ni nini, na vile ilianza hakuna mwenye alikuwa anajua. Kila mtu alipata mayowe, ndio kila mtu akaamka akaja kushuhudia, lakini tulikuta mwenzetu already amechomeka.
According to the landlady of the ill-fated house, Teresa Gekungu, the situation was further worsened by the fact that the fire brigade personnel who rushed to the scene could not put out the fire as they ran out of water.
Watu sima moto walikuja na maji kidogo ambayo haikutosha kabisa. Tulirudi kuchukua maji ya ndoo kuzima naye, na sasa hiyo wameshaenda already.
Police are investigating claims that the incident may have been an arson attack after some residents who sought anonymity claimed that a young woman was seen leaving the home sometime before the fire. Michael Njenga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Now, when she left home at the age of 8, she was fleeing from an imminent but retrogressive cultural practice that would have ushered her into a new role as a mother and wife way before her peers in other parts of the country would embrace such roles. But she wanted to pursue a different path she felt would lead her to prosperity and self-sufficiency. Anne Mawade brings us the story of Vivian Kimursoi, who has lived in self-made exile for 6 years to escape female genital mutilation and the clutches of early marriage in her community.
The road that she could not have taken. And the celebration that she would never have been party to. On the day she decided that home wasn't home after all. This, the story of 14-year-old Vivian Kimorsoi, who is returning to a home that is now vibrant. This, the profound tale of what girls have to endure sometimes in pursuit of their dreams, and the cultural tug-of-war that sometimes leaves most in a limbo. Relatives and friends welcoming a girl who fled home because she was scared that she would never get an education if she was circumcised.
Namshukuru Mungu kwa maana sijatairi na sitataka tena nitairi. Penye nimerudi nyumbani nimefurahi sana kwa kuta wazazi wangu wakiwa wazuri wote, wakiwa salama na wamenipokea kwa upendo. Naambia Mungu awabariki.
She fled to the Tasaru Rescue Center in Narok County in pursuit of her dreams.
Nilienda huko sikuwa najua chochote, hata kufaa sikuwa najua, kuandika jina langu sikuwa najua, lakini namshukuru Mungu kwa hayo yote. Nikimaliza masomo yangu ninataka kuwa daktari ili niweze kuwatibu watu na kuwasaidia pia.
While she nurtured her dreams, her mother agonized about her and prayed for the safe return of her daughter.
Anabembeleza Musa, namwambia rudisha mtoto akuje nyumbani. Musa akakubali, asema hakuna shida, rudisha mtoto. Hakuna kutairi sasa kwa sababu mimi nimeokoka, na hata serikali sisi wa Masai wamejua serikali siku hizi hataki mambo ya kutairisha wasichana. Hata kubeana bado wadogo. Na mimi nimeshukuru kwa sababu yeye ameanza kupata shule.
Kiini ya sherehe leo ni kwamba mtoto ni wa mzazi, na hata kama atatoroka kutoka nyumbani hatimaye itabidi arudishwe kwa wazazi wake. Ndio maana tumekuja kama shirika kupatanisha mtoto msichana na wazazi wake. Katika sherehe yetu tuliweza kufanya ishara ambapo wazazi waliweza kusign agreement, na kwa hii agreement inazungumzia kwamba wazazi wamekubali kupokea mtoto na wataweza kumlinda na hawataweza kumrudishia yale ambayo alikuwa ameyatoroka. Kuna sheria ya watoto, kuna Anti-FGM Act, and then kuna Sexual Offense Bill, zote ambazo zinaweza tumika kushtaki yule mzazi ambaye atakuwa amekiuka maagano ya katika hiyo agreement.
While the robust anti-FGM laws should be a deterrent against the outlawed cut, the challenge has been that the practice has gone underground and continues to thrive in secrecy. For Citizen Live at 1, I am Anne Mawathe.
Now, more than 3,000 residents in Boka area of Bangali Division, Tana River County, are faced with acute food shortage owing to a dry spell being experienced in most parts of the country. Locals here have been forced to walk for miles in search of water and pasture. They are now appealing to the government to intervene.
Boka village in Tana River. Here, locals, especially women, are forced to walk long distances with their livestock in search of water and pasture. It is a plight that has forced some even to take a risk of invading national reserve just for them to save their livestock.
Na shida iko hapa, kishikwa wanapeleka maua 2,000 faini. Melishiezo inakuwa ngumu.
Sehemu ambayo imenyesha mvua, tunauliza wafugaji wengine wawakubali ndugu zao waweze kusongesha hizo sehemu ambayo imepata mvua kwa uchache ili tuweze kusaidia. Ya tatu, sisi kama county government tushirikiana na serikali ya kitaifa, tutajaribu kuwapatia hata vyakula vya msaada kusaidia watu wetu.
According to Kenya Red Cross, over 1.6 million people are facing starvation, with semi-arid regions of Garissa, Wajir, Mandera and Tana River most hit.
Tunaona ya kwamba hiyo drought pia imeongezwa na mambo ya hizi irrigation upstream. Tutauliza serikali kuu intervene ili maji kwa mto pia flow.
Governor Hussein Dado now wants Kenya Wildlife Services to consider opening up restricted areas for pastoralists to save the affected communities. Morgan, Mweke Citizen, live at 1.
Now, Ida Odinga, the former wife, my apologies, I'll take that again. Ida Odinga, the wife of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, has called on the county governments in the Nyanza region to allocate more funds in their budgets to purchase sanitary pads to improve girl child education in the area. She lamented that standards of girl child education had dropped significantly in the Nyanza region and warned that time lost by girls who stay at home for lack of sanitary pads had contributed to the problem. Lisa Nyangona reports.
Mama Ida Odinga has called on county governments to prioritize the provision of sanitary pads to schoolgirls and set aside funds for the purchase of the same.
When I talk of education, I don't just mean that you go to school, you sit, in the evening you walk home. You must get what is called quality education. It is that quality education that will uplift our county to the level that we expect.
Mama Ida was speaking in Siaya town during the launch of the Siaya County A Million Pads Ampad project sponsored by Siaya Governor's wife Rosella Rasanga.
This is just an entry point for us so that we are able to touch a life of a girl, to build their self-esteem, to make sure that they are all rounded. And we are calling upon Siayans and friends of Siaya to support this program.
The project aims at raising 1 million plus sanitary towels to support the education of over 78,000 girls across the county.
As a matter of priority, please put sanitary towel in county budget for education.
The launch was also attended by Siaya Women Representative Dr. Christine Ombaka, U.S. President Barack Obama's grandmother Sarah Obama, and Homa Bay First Lady Rosala Awiti, together with her Busia counterpart, among other dignitaries.
Falls behind the class or eventually drops out.
Liz Anyango, live at 1.
Kamala, thank you very much.
Now, the government will supply relief food to 1.5 million people in drought-stricken areas between now and February next year. The Ministry of Devolution and Planning and the Arid and Semi-Arid Lands Committee of the county governments today agreed that the national government will be responsible for food relief and distribution, while the county government will be responsible for water distribution, veterinary and human health. The government has forecast an impending food crisis in central parts of Turkana, western parts of Marsabit, some parts of Samburu, Mandera Wajir, West Pokot, as well as Baringo.
Originally in February had estimated in the areas that we've talked about 1.2 million people. But now from the assessment that we have 1.5 million people affected. How long do we think we're going to sustain them? At least we are planning to be able to sustain them between now and February, March next year, because we cannot tell the exact situation from the report that we've been given.
While national government will do the relief food, county governments are expected to complement where it becomes necessary to do so in terms of relief food. Water tracking to be carried out by national government. Livestock veterinary support is to be also carried out by county governments.
We are confident that with the two sides of this story working hand in hand, we will continue to provide optimum support and outreach to the areas affected.
The National Authority for the Campaign Against Drug and Alcohol Abuse, NACADA, has issued an alert of a missing 4,000 licenses that were stolen from its offices. Issuing the alert, the authority chairman, John Mutudo, said that some unscrupulous traders were using their licenses by selling them to bar owners and brewers across the country. Mutudo warned traders using the missing licenses that they would be charged in court should they be found with the stolen documents.
Simama jirani angaa mpate hata kikombe kutokana na chakula ambayo tumepata. We are aware we lost over 4,000 licenses. They are stolen and you're using them. Please shut your bar or your factory, and if you want, just go and apply to your local governor fresh documents.
automatic because once we get you, we are going to charge you for stealing the document, for selling without permits, for selling without licenses, and more importantly, for selling poisons like you are doing currently. There are over 3,300 rings in the force. In Kenya now, we are checking them out individually, focusing on 343 parameters.
Nyandarua Senator Muriuki Karue has unveiled the County's Development Board in line with the County Government Act 2014 that provides for the creation of the board to oversee and align development projects within counties. The board members include all MPs from Nyandarua County, the Nyandarua County Assembly, majority and minority leaders, as well as the Deputy Governor. And according to the Senator, who's the board's chair, the board will begin work immediately. Nyandarua County Governor Daniel Waithaka Mwangi did not attend the launch and was unreachable for comment. A majority of county governors in the country have faulted the County Governments Act 2014 that creates county development boards and have largely ignored or outrightly refused to attend county development board meetings within their counties. According to the law, governors are the designated secretaries of the development boards, while senators are the substantive chairs. Moving on now, Samburu County is among counties with the highest maternal and neonatal deaths, according to the recently released government estimates. Now, despite the rolling out of free maternity services by the government, many expectant women choose the services of traditional birth attendants owing to deep-rooted traditional beliefs. Salim Belu reports on the challenges of improving maternal health care in Samburu County.
In remote Barcelona, Samburu County introduces us to a 16-year-old girl who fears that she may not carry her third pregnancy to term, having already miscarried twice. On both occasions, the 16-year-old sought the help of a traditional birth attendant, necessitating the conversation between her and 20-year-old Selina Lempar, a friend and a community health volunteer who is trying to convince her that this time she should go to the nearby Barcelona dispensary instead of seeking the services of a traditional birth attendant.
Kusalishwa kwetu hivi, mimi nashika mtoto hivi, anatoa kutoa, mimi nashika mtoto hivi, natoa maji akipea yeye, basi mimi nafanya yeye hivi hivi.
It is how we are introduced to 40-year-old Christine Ladero, one among many traditional birth attendants in this village, and to deep-seated traditional beliefs that make it all the more difficult to convince not only a 16-year-old girl who has miscarried twice, but many more pregnant women here to deliver in hospitals.
Najua sisi Samburu, sisi hataki kitu akaenda akalalisha kwa mkongo. Hiyo na aibu kwa Samburu. Kienda kirara hivi, mwanaume ako mbele yako, na hiyo kitu sisi naogopa.
To persuade the culturally bound Samburu woman to deliver while lying down and not squatting is a notion few will embrace, Christine tells me, and it is why many shy away from delivering in hospitals.
Wakati sisi nalala kwa mkongo hivi, si mtu nasukumia mtoto, nasikia mkongo amekatika. Tena kutoa hiyo mtoto, kiamuka, chungu akaingia wapi? Hapa. Na chungu kabisa kishinda hata mtoto. Sisi mimi aliona wa mama ngapi? Na wa Samburu. Kisa kwa hospitali hivi, kiamuka kabisa anapata chungu wapi? Kwa tumbo, kwa ajili ya hiyo kitu.
Lakini akipiga magoti
hakuna shida.
It explains the state of the near-empty health facilities in Barcelona and Suguta in Samburu County, in a county that records a high number of maternal and neonatal deaths. On the one hand, this is attributed to the many women delivering at home. Data gathered by the Ministry of Health indicates that over 60% of women deliver at home. The other side of the coin presents the challenge of access to a health facility in such far-flung areas. An initiative by M-Pesa Foundation, AMREF and Farm Access seeks to change the narrative, first by training community health volunteers like Selina to reach out to expectant women to convince them to attend at least one prenatal session. On this day, Selina was able to convince the 16-year-old girl who agrees to go to the Barcelona dispensary out of fear that she may miscarry for the third time. The challenge lies in ensuring that she returns for her next checkup.
Wengine wanakataa, lakini tunamuadvise hao waende.
Wakikataa wanasema
wanasema tuende kusalisha kwa hospitali kwa sababu wanaogopa wanaume.
They are the ones who are referring the pregnant mothers because each CHV, we have 50 of them currently as a Barcelona community unit, and each of them has his or her households. So when they have household visits, that's when they capture now the pregnant mothers and they refer them now to us. So at least the referrals now have gone higher.
M-Pesa Foundation, AMREF and Farm Access are also seeking to reinforce the capacity of Barcelona and Suguta health centers to handle maternal deliveries and the care of the newly born by upgrading existing infrastructure. Maternal waiting homes that will spare women who are about to deliver from the punishing treks to their homes and back to the health facilities have already been established. Here they can wait for at least a week or more in what have been set aside as homes away from homes in the two health facilities.
Before this facility had been delivering 4 to 6 mothers per month, but now it has improved from 4 to 6 to 17 to 20 per month.
The story of an elderly traditional bath attendant and that of a young community health volunteer speak of the challenges faced in improving maternal health care and speak of a greater need to ensure that maternal deaths are reduced. Sally Bilu, Citizen TV, Samburu.
Now, shock and fear gripped street families and some of the residents living near the Nyeri County main dump site located at the Asian Quarters estate in Nyeri town when they discovered biomedical waste dumped there. Street families living near the dump site say the biomedical waste now poses a threat to their lives and they now want the government to urgently address the problem.
For the many street families that earn their living from sorting waste and selling recyclable items at this Nyeri town dump site, these are tough times indeed. They lament that biomedical waste ranging from used needles and syringe, expired drugs, used gloves and other medical equipment is dumped here, and this poses grave danger to them.
Watu nakaamua kujitafutia riziki na baadhi hizi vitu unaziona ni risk kwetu. Ndio tukikuja hapa hatuna gloves unacheki. Mikondo watu tunatumia. Mara mob ni miti, hiyo miti imekuja na hizi vitu unacheki.
They claim that many private health clinics and hospitals dump used items there instead of disposing them off in safe ways.
Sasa tumeomba serikali hizi vitu ziwe zinawekwa mahali hapa zinachomwa kuliko sababu zinaweza tuletea maradhi mbaya hapa hivi. Watu wakiambiwa wasiwete huku wanaenda wanamwaga, wengine wanakata na hizo chupa wanaenda hospitali alafu wanapata ugonjwa juu ya hizi vitu za hospitali.
The waste, which according to health law is supposed to be incinerated, is packed in tins of polythene paper bags. And Nyeri Chief Officer of Health Services Peter Munywa said his officers will not relent in their quest to ensure health bylaws are followed to the latter.
We will be scaling up surveillance to make sure that all non-medical waste is properly incinerated and not dumped in that manner.
Munywa said they will launch an investigation to establish who is depositing the medical waste there, and the department will take stern action against those found guilty of the offense. Abdulrahman Abdullahi for Citizen TV.
Education Cabinet Secretary Professor Jacob Kaimenyi led a consultative meeting with some members of Parliament on a new program of building technical training institutes in 60 constituencies. Kaimenyi said that members of Parliament will contribute 10 million and the national government 40 million towards the construction of respective institutions. The MPs in attendance, led by Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly Joyce Laboso, insisted that they should be totally involved in the management of the vocational colleges. Now, the exercise is set to begin in 2 months' time and is expected to increase the number of students joining technical institutes.
If you listen very carefully, talk about a team. Yeah, we talked about CTF, isn't it? So what is this idea that we are not going to? We must, and not only them, even yourselves, we must involve you to make sure that this thing works. It is in the interest of the nation that things work.
Na tunatarajia ya kwamba wataenda kuangalia hizo recommendations ama suggestions, alafu watatuita tena watueleze way forward ni gani.
Kule kama kwetu Mhaya tutakuwa na vijana wengi ambao wataingia hivyo na kujifunza kazi. Na mimi mwenyewe natembea kwa kila sehemu na kuambia vijana ni vizuri hata kuenda kwa technical college kushinda kwenda kwa university kufanya general degree. Kwa vile general degree haitakupatia kazi. Ukitoka kwa university ukiwa na general degree itabidi lazima uende tena usome ile kazi ama uandikwe kazi na ufundishwe.
Well, Citizen Live at 1 takes a short break. Now we'll be back with more after the break. Don't go too far.